was just asking, so should I do the $99.99 or the $134.99? Yeah. Okay. So that'll save us like $40. It's already so like what? Yeah, I'm making better money now, so I can just get it later. Alright. Okay. So I need you gas. I don't know what car we're taking the job on Friday. Yeah. Okay, so I'm not ordering the bundle. I'll order that later. Huh. I'm about to play my game. Just the deluxe edition for the 3-day early snack. I'll order Madden later. Okay. Because I'm not waiting 3 days.
When did it come out?
Download it. So I got mine set to auto download. July 5th.
That good news? You dropped the biscuit.
Oh, it just falls away from the bone. Wait, easy. Oh, that's good. That's good.
There's a guy there.
It looks like they didn't drop any names, too.
Like that.
What?
Maybe. Check out these uniforms.
Signals. Yeah, that's good.
These are probably my favorite.
This medallion again.
Settled next to the Willamette River, Autzen Stadium is a jewel in the Pacific Northwest, and the flock of ducks that call it home have made this one of the most challenging places for any team to come calling. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the UCLA Bruins, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Bruins will kick it away to start us off. It'll take the return trying to get better field position. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. So the Oregon Ducks will have some work to do after that short return. And these guys involve everybody in the passing game, and none more prominent than this big fella.
The quarterback knows he's going to be under duress in this game, so who do you look for? The tight end, and there aren't many better than this guy.
No, it just big bodies that you can miss a little bit high, and it really doesn't matter. But over the middle of the field, closer throws, so nice to have a security blanket with a great tight end.
Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Used the play fake, now to throw. On a little time, lets it go. Tight end finds a soft spot. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And when you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could thread the needle from the pocket, make all the throws. This guy here reminds me a little bit of them.
Wonder if they'll throw it again after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 49.
What?
They'll run it from the gun. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it there. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. After getting moved back, it's 1st and 20. Pass on the way. It's picked off. He'll try to take it back. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. To the air on first down. Fires downfield. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. After the incompletion, looking at 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Now improvising. He's going to take off. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Makes a connection. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. They're working that left side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Bruins in the hurry-up.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest
That should have been
target,
fucking
and that's
big.
the tight end. Nice job.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. The aerial assault continues. Grabbed in the middle, it's Vaughn. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. He got it. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
They'll keep it on the ground. Makes a man miss. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
And on that run, he shows you his speed. When I think Oregon Duck running backs, Michael James, Kenyon Barner, Jonathan Stewart, I think about guys that are burners, and when they got into the second level, they were gone. That's exactly what this guy is right here.
Looking deep. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Oregon! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. UCLA will go back to work on offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. You can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on third and short from the 21. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Finds space on the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed.
Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. Touchdown, Bruins! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. From inside his own 15, trying to follow
This motherfucker just straight ran by him.
and they'll get
Didn't
him on the
even try.
ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here in the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. On second down, wants to throw. Oh, the freshman lucky that one didn't get picked off. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Ducks will have it 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. He'll try to do it himself. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. They'll throw it on first down. Firing to the right, complete.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Trying to escape and get it himself. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
He'll take a shot. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. I know you want to go to this guy because he's made so many plays for you, but when he's doubled, surely somebody else has a much easier play to make.
And it might not be the stud that he is, right? Like, I might not find another guy that's a baller like him, that's a playmaker, but now I got one-on-one matchups elsewhere that I got to go take advantage of. If they're going to double cover him, I'm going to take advantage of some matchups somewhere else.
They'll come to the line needing 4 yards for a first down. They're already 2 for 2 on this drive. Wide out in motion. And they can't make the play on third down.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they stop the fourth down pass. The defense gets off the field. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Line gets set, first down. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Feeling some heat. On the move and looking deep. Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28. The offense lining up for a first down play. Here's the handoff. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got enough for the first. Can anyone catch him? Running inside the 20. Touchdown Ducks! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
What are you watching, bud?
You know they love their track at Oregon, and when the gun goes off and he has open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get to the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Purdue is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Purdue, Pete, isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over Indiana. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Some programs just seem to be built for a great passing game. The patron saint of Bruin passers is Troy Aikman.
And honestly, Reese, it makes me think of the UCLA blue, the sweet uniforms with the gold, just quarterbacks looking sweet, McNown, DTR, looking the part, being the part.
After the misfire, it's second down. From the gun, the running back has it. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. The Bruins racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. And the Bruins will punt this one away. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Off play action. Turns it loose. Grabs it inside the 10. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal.
If you're going to be in the Heisman picture, you got to make plays week in, week out at receiver, and that's what he does. He's a good route runner. He's reliable, and he's got speed to take it to the house. Top 5 in the nation right now in receiving.
And the Ducks have it with a first and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Touchdown, Oregon! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really, really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. The Bruins getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Forced out of the pocket. He's going to run it. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. He's looking to throw. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Bruins send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense.
What?
Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect any...
Nothing but green ahead. The 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Ducks! And once he got loose, it was all over.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Give to the back. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Power football with the run. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. 1 more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. This defense will try to keep everything in front. He's looking to throw. Working that left side now. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, a stirring start to things today in Eugene as we say hello from our broadcast studios. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in Autzen Stadium.
Easy.
Just about set for the second half kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. It's like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
You're an absolute what?
From the shotgun, the inside give. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. The Bruins are in the hurry up. Gets it out quickly. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll keep it himself. Still running at the 40. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. And the Bruins will snap it on 1st and 10.
Man, that dude just hits the gas and just goes. How nice is it as an offensive coordinator to have a quarterback that you can run just like a tailback? And you got a tailback in the backfield with him all the time. And he can throw so many options, but you just see the speed when he hits the gas, and it is really nice.
That's good.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Fires toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, UCLA! That was just as simple as playing catch and warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter, and I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Akron is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that hasn't been stopped since that group stepped off the bus. They're up 14 over Northern Illinois. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The run to the right. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They go to the counter. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Ducks decide to punt it away. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on 1 time. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Running back searching for a hole. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. The Bruins want to pick up the tempo. Off the play fake on 1st down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
We've seen this defensive end make a lot of plays. In the run game, he's setting the edge. He's forcing the football to go back inside, but he's not a one-trick pony. He can also get out of his stance, use his hands, and use his speed to beat offensive tackles and get to the QB.
2nd down now after the sack. On the option. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
He'll get rid of it. Snags it. Takes it to the house.
This fucking team is going to go away, bro.
They're going to
Those
go
motherfuckers are annoying as shit.
try to make it a field goal.
It's a computer game. They're playing like a fucking juggernaut, bro. I'm not even
They got
playing.
the safety occupied, which opened up the deep middle of the field for the receiver on the post. He uses his speed. Nice job by the quarterback, putting it out in front of him. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone.
It be like that sometimes.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You know Braun Breaker used to play college ball. He actually got drafted by the Ravens. Braun Breaker, the wrestler.
So you've got to answer that here.
Yeah.
Playmakers better step up.
Go to Braun Breaker, Kennesaw State highlights. He's the fucking truth, bro. He is the fucking truth.
And the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Trying to get the corner. At the 40, there he goes. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Not overly complicated, not something the OC spent the whole summer designing. I take the ball and I toss it to my fast guy, get him on the perimeter, block it up good. My wide receivers commit to blocking, and boom, make a big play.
Unloads it downfield. And he's got it at the tag. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
You know, it's one thing to have all the accolades preseason and have all the expectations, but it's another thing to be able to go out and execute week in, week out. He's done that. He now has over 1,500 receiving yards on the year.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now it's 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is the top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to
24 miles an hour. They got him in WWE coming off the ropes.
To be able to continue to run the
So
football against a
I would not, bro. I tell you right now, as a former linebacker, I don't want to hit that motherfucker.
A really nice job by the defense, understanding the situation. We know they like to run the touch pass. Great job selling out, seeing it, bringing those guys right down, flying into space, getting a fast, speedy wide receiver on the ground. Nice 3rd down stop.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the Bruins will call on their punt team. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Always good to
This
get
fucking
points on
team's
a
tough,
drive,
man.
David, but chip shot field
Their
goals can
defense
leave you a
is
little empty.
fucking.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. They'll try to get it through the air. Caught close to the marker. It's Terrell. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him...
Oh, you're shitting me, bro.
And they desperately needed that turnover.
No, you don't ever get him. You have to hop him down, hop him down. You can't jump and get him like that.
This field position.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but it's only by one possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making. And that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
From the gun, give on the inside.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll go right back to it. They finally make the stop at the big run. He's plenty to move those sticks for the first down. The Bruins moving quickly to the line.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a great individual play, and I love quarterbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect their running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And this one splits the uprights. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
And look, obviously you would have loved to score a touchdown there, but you did the important thing. Kicked a field goal, you're now within one possession.
I only got the $100 refund, so we'll have, we have $320. But I wanted to boost too this weekend.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I
Oh,
think they got to go back to their
Candace.
playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. A first down for the offense. They move the tight end all over.
Okay.
He'll try the left side. And they'll knock him down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs.
Well, I think this running back has proved in this game here tonight that he can be counted on and relied on, right? And a big moment right here, late in the game when they need to run the ball to ice this thing, he's able to deliver.
That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. And the Ducks have this offense rolling. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Open space at the 25. Touchdown,
That
Oregon.
was sick, bro.
And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
That was crazy. I've never done it like that before. I only called that play like 3 times. I've never done it. So, the receiver, this receiver, just motioned from over here.
Yeah.
Motioned across.
We run that play.
Okay. He got hit, and I hit the ball. I hit the button right as he was getting hit, and it was a glitch. Like, the animation didn't work, but like I hit it on time.
Yeah, we run that play at school. That exact play.
Yeah, it worked.
Lining up to tackle more onto that lead.
Like one of our main runs.
And with the extra point, the lead is a
The
dozen
motion
here in
speed
the
option.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable top 25 clash. Louisiana came through with a lunch pail, hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And I guess it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won. And the fact, this wasn't ever really in question. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Unloads to the wideout. Fires into traffic. Intercepted.
Well, they're in the game without Sanders getting a pick.
Right, like late in the fourth quarter, you're up by 2 scores.
My DB. So this DB, he didn't have a single pick. I got him as a transfer. I don't know how many he had before that, but he didn't have a single pick going into last season into this game. Or no, the game before this one a year ago.
Offense in the sumo set
Like
with the big boys.
16.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Quickly out to the tight end. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Really nice stop.
He just said, "Oh well." Oh, I think he's like, "Oh well."
Quickly trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Coming to the line, looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. Gets it out fast. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The pull and throw off the RPO. Touchdown Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points. They put up another score here in the fourth, and they are well on their way to an 11-1 regular season.
If they got black.
This dude is revving his engine like that dump
guess you have to
truck
go
out on a
to
motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
416 passing yards.
Nice to have a guy that
And like almost 200 rushing yards. And I've needed every bit of it. I've also thrown 2 interceptions.
Football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
I've been doing all
Lining up to
sorts
cover
of
the
stuff.
kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. UCLA will go back to work on offense. The deficit is large, hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
Made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to coach upon, and at this point, I think if you're a head coach, David, you're just trying to see which of your guys aren't quitting late in the game.
Yeah, which is a real thing, by the way. Who's going to compete to the final whistle? What do we talk about all the time? Coaches are always preaching to these guys. Don't worry about the scoreboard. Just compete as hard as you can. So, good opportunity to try to finish this game with something positive.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. He makes a catch. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Trying to find his man on 1st down. The sure hands. It's Rucci. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. And the Bruins want to crank the tempo. They'll run play action. He's taking a deep shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football. And the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush and a better job forcing a turnover.
They'll leave it with the lone back, using the spin move. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
The play action fake. Now rolling to the left. It's caught. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.